June 29th, Saturday, 2 p.m., Concord Lanes, South St. Paul. Northern Lights Wrestling will be bringing back to Kaposia Days something that's been missing for a decade. Right? No, they're not bringing sexy back. That's some drunk driver's gimmick. And besides, have you seen the roster for Northern Lights Wrestling? No, Northern Lights Wrestling is bringing wrestling back to Kaposia Days. It's right there in the main event for that particular event is going to be a battle royal. And the royalist of the battlers will be none other than the world's wickedest wrestler, champion emeritus, the forgotten villain, yours untruly, Tommy the SpiderBaby Saturday. And it's an appropriate time and an appropriate place for me to announce that this is, in fact, my Northern Lights Twilight. My final appearance at Northern Lights Wrestling. And it's suitable because the term Kaposia, as I'm sure nobody else knows, is Dakota for fleet of foot. Well, let me tell you, fleet of foot and fleet of mind and a little bit of sleight of hand are how the SpiderBaby has managed to build a career that could only be properly expressed as iconic for the last 2 decades. So going in, I'll offer my fellow battlers this little bit of insight. I see myself, and no one can predict a battle royal. It's just king of the hill, full contact, held inside a wrestling ring. But I do see 2 advantages that I have. Yes, I'll be the oldest man in that ring, but that means I'll have more Kaposia than the rest of you whippersnappers all put together. And every one of you will go in thinking, well, if things don't work out the way I want them to this year, there's always next year. But there is no next year for SpiderBaby. This is it. This is it. This is it. In this particular venue, it's either do or say die. And for the last 20 years, the SpiderBaby has never once said die.